Thumbs up. Come on. It's on there. Put it. Ugh. Stupid.
Give people a chance to. We started, but we'll give people a chance to join in.
Yeah. Mm.
I think that's enough time. I think that's enough time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me do it this way. No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Children of all ages.
Sorry.
Well, not really.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Of course not. I don't know. We could be ready for this.
Right?
I think so. We're
so?
professionals.
Born for this.
We're professionals.
Yes, we are. Kind of. Or at least we pretend to
Highly
be.
paid PBS salary professionals, huh?
Yes.
Jesus, did you see that? How much money they? I mean, it's
Yes.
not. Shouldn't be surprising that they make $600,000 a year as government employee running PBS.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one, and then they've got how many layers of those people?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yet, mean old Trump cut off the funding for Big Word.
Oh my
Yep.
God! And Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
They cut out Meals on Wheels for seniors. Trump did. Freaking mean.
Mhm. That guy is just so mean.
Well, actually, oh, you piece of crap. Really? Really? You're going to do that to me right now? Let's just show this really quick.
Okay.
Little, oh, well, that's okay. So let's go back to Big Bird. My broadcaster's all screwed up. So what? And that's what tonight's going to be. Tonight's just going to be open mic night because one of the producers over the weekend was discombobulated and lazy and didn't load a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to name names, but
Wasn't
yeah.
me.
No, one of them did that.
I'd say it's the well-dressed guy that looks educated. The one not on the one not on 9 o'clock redneck time.
Right?
Are you trying to say that I look educated?
Uh,
I got my blue tint girl glasses. Did you see these new? I don't know if they'll show. Look at the sides.
Yeah.
hmm.
It's pretty snazzy.
I got my new shields. Dude, I've got a headphone fetish. So oh, I can't find it. But anyways, I've got them with my yeah, they're like I got several sets. But anyways, enough about me. Let's go back to the show. What do you guys want to start with?
Whatever you
Rock
got.
it out. Let's do the Big Bird. Yeah. Start with the Big Bird. Seems like we already kind of touched on that.
Right.
So start it. Talk. I'm gonna drop this one thing out real quick.
So while we're talking on that, I read something the other day, and I don't care what people call me, if they call me redneck, Bible thumper Christian or whatnot, but apparently there's a new character coming out on Sesame Street that is transgender.
What?
This is what we're showing our
Sorry.
kids. As innocent as Sesame Street used to be, I tried watching it, with my kids and whatnot. It was obviously what it wasn't. It was not what it was when I was young. But I put up with it. The Elmo character drives me up a freaking wall. I want to drop kick that little red monkey looking thing, whatever he is.
You almost called him a redneck, like you.
No, just because he's red, he is not redneck. They do need a redneck character on there, though, but that would probably be considered, non-PC or whatnot.
So let's go back real quick when you said that you don't mind people calling you redneck.
No, I don't. You know what? Criticize me all you want. I'm strong in my beliefs, and I don't believe in the whole, shoving the whole transgender crap down our throats.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing it to our kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's wrong. It's, they're trying to force it down our throats to accept it. This is life. This is life. You know what? Murder's a part of life too, but are we putting freaking a murdering Muppet on Sesame Street?
Right.
Nobody wants to see that crap. Are we doing a little Charlie Manson puppet?
They're trying to brainwash our kids.
Yeah, is what they're doing exactly. And we got a whole generation of that going on right now. We got a whole generation of Obama and Hillary supporters that are so brainwashed because that's what they've grown up with, thinking this is right, and they don't know any better. And that's what's scary. They honestly think that they're right in what they believe, and it's freaking scary.
Yeah. Very scary.
So on that same note, they're introducing also a autism girl.
That's a good thing.
The Big Bird show.
That's a good thing. Do that because that's something, autistic, whatever disability a child has, doesn't mean that you leave them out. However, do we put transgender in the same category as disability? I mean, granted, it's kind of a mental disorder, but no.
It's like, why not add bipolar and schizophrenic too?
Right.
I mean, that's an adult like comics.
Why don't they put a little Tourette's kid on there? See how that works out with the cussing and whatnot. Yeah.
I would watch that.
That's the adult version of Sesame Street.
Yeah.
But no, the autistic kid.
Don't they have that on like South Park or something?
Right. Yeah.
They probably have something similar, at least. I don't know.
I'm sure.
I haven't watched it in years. So.
It's just getting silly how they're cramming that crap down our throats, and apparently we're paying them to do it. We're paying them darn fine money to cram that agenda down our throats.
Yeah.
That's one thing that truly, I think, pardon my French, but it pisses me off more than anything is when you go mess with kids and mess with kids' mind.
Yeah.
Because they're so fragile, they're so clay. Let a kid be a kid. When they get in the teenage years and they're already jacked up with their hormones and whatnot, then screw with them. I screw with my kids all the time.
Right.
Don't take that the wrong way, but
no,
you know what I mean.
I know.
When they're little Sesame Street age, don't, let them learn their colors. Let them learn their numbers.
Yeah.
That's what they should be concentrating on instead of.
They don't need to be learning the different genders that the liberals are trying to push on us right now.
No, not at all. That's just sick and demented and screwed up.
I think it should be considered child abuse.
Yeah, absolutely. Screwing with a kid's mind like that. Yeah. And there's sicko parents out there that try to do that. I saw that article on how a mother and son are now becoming father and daughter.
I saw that too.
I didn't even really delve into that article. Really I saw the picture enough and I'm like, I don't even need to read that to know what that crap is. Why put that crap in the forefront? That's what's going on. And that's why I think we honestly have this show so we can get that crap out there and let people know, hey, you're not alone when you see that crap and it turns your stomach and you're like, what the crap is this world coming to?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm on a roll tonight. I've had about 4 cups of coffee before I came on, and because I'm trying to stay awake, we're on half an hour later, and
Oh my God.
I'm getting old. It's past my bedtime. The street lights have been on. My mom's done called and said, hey, street lights are on. You know the rules. Time to come home, eat dinner, take a shower, go to bed. You got school tomorrow.
So in the middle of all this, when you guys are carrying the load here, I'm restarting my whole computer on the other side.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So, Jess, fill us in on your thoughts on that whole stuff.
Well, and what happened this weekend? You guys were all in some big McGaw.
Yeah. So this Saturday, we didn't have any events planned specifically. Actually, we had a party. Sorry about that. We had a party for basically the whole team, and also fellow Republicans that were in the area, mainly in like the Long Beach, LA, and Orange County areas. Everyone was pretty much invited, and everyone did show up. But while we were there, we got so, as you can say, pumped up with McGaw that we decided to go do a spontaneous rally in the middle of LA. So we all went, and at first it was like a good time, I guess you can say. I was there for about an hour, and then I had to go because I had my mom and my nephews in the house, or not in the house, in the car right around the corner. And because my mom didn't want to drive back and everything. She came with me. She's part of this with me as well, but she just doesn't go to every single event. But yeah, that's when it's probably about 20 minutes after I left, my friend Hareem was assaulted by some punk kids, basically.
Did you see that, Bill?
No, I caught little bits and pieces. I was looking on his page and something about I apologize for the way I handled things. And kind of went off on folks and whatnot. And
yeah,
I didn't delve into it too much.
Yeah, all that was about was basically, they separated. I think everyone's so wrapped up in their own live streams that they don't pay attention to what's going on around them, really. They just kind of focus on the drama and not so much, our peeps or our fellow patriots that are standing with each other. And Hareem became separated from everybody, and that caused problems. And, unfortunately, because I wasn't there, I left. I viewed the footage, and I saw, I think, everybody's live streams just to see from every angle what was going on and everything. And, I decided for myself, I was like, you know what, like, nobody's really to blame for this except for, things that they should have done to de-escalate the situation, maybe. But other than that,
I know that he's your friend.
Yeah.
And I don't know him. I sent him a message. I don't know if he saw it or whatever to see about coming on. But do you think that maybe his zeal or excitement or energy got the best of him, and maybe he didn't? I don't want to say egged him on, but like,
I mean, I think
enough that
I think after getting water poured on them, because it was a lot of water. It was like a gallon. It was like a gallon water. Right. That's what provoked the whole thing to begin with. And so he had gone, not like really after them, but he, just kind of followed them and called them cowards. And then things just escalated way too quickly. And I think it was the heat of the moment that's where everyone kind of went wrong with the decisions they were making. And I feel like I should have been there, because I kind of feel like, I can de-escalate situations very quickly, and I can talk sense into people and stuff. And I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I always look on the bright side of things, though, too. So maybe I wouldn't have been able to handle anything either. So it's kind of like one of those situations that you kind of just gotta, learn from your mistakes and move forward and try not to let division take place amongst our group. Well, so that's pretty much what that was, and we are all good now.
To his credit, he owned it. The next day he came right out and said, hey, my hands in the air, I call foul on myself. Yeah,
absolutely.
That was really cool.
Absolutely. I was actually telling my mom after I, saw the footage, I'm like, I have a feeling he's more mad at himself for acting the way he did. And And he right now is just so angry at everything. And that was part of it, was becoming separated from the group, and then, you know, nobody paying attention to everyone's surroundings. You know, I'm usually the one that's standing in the background and keeping an eye on everything. So I don't let anybody that could potentially hurt me get behind me. I won't ever let that happen. So, I mean, I don't know. And sometimes I don't live stream either. So I'm able to do that. And I'm always moving when I am live streaming. So I'm always keeping eyes on my back and everything. It's so many different things that went wrong there that I just, you know, I think he was more mad for not being in control of the situation. So yeah, and I give him props for totally, you know, standing up and, you know,
sure,
and kind of taking the fall for that, you know.
He's only human. He's not going to be.
Yeah, we're all human.
Like,
we all make
calm
mistakes,
all the
you
time,
know.
just perfect, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I already told them, I'm like, you guys haven't seen me crazy. You don't want to see it either. I don't like to get crazy, you know. But
right.
I mean, if I had to protect myself, you know, I would. So it's
right.
like, I don't know. You got to pick and choose your battles.
As you should, though.
Those
As
kids,
you should
they should have just left those stupid kids alone. Just let them talk their crap and let them ride off on their stupid skateboards after, you know, spraying the gallon of water or whatever all over them. I know it sucks and it's frustrating, but I mean, they were punk kids, you know, just let them go. They're stupid, you know.
I mean, they're not voters. They're not anybody that's going to be listening.
They don't understand what they're doing, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm surprised. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm surprised you guys haven't ran into more like actual physical resistance.
Right. And it's funny that you even brought that up, because my theory for that is that we basically are very private with our information. And when we do give out information, it's not like, you know, it's planned like a month ahead or anything. It's like usually just days before the event happens, we'll send it out to everybody saying, hey, if you want to come support us. If not, cool. It doesn't give anybody enough time to actually let the word circulate, in a sense. And we have a march that's coming up on the 25th on Saturday, and that has just started about 3 weeks ago. We started that, and so it's circulated around enough, and we are anticipating Antifa and all those other protesters.
Okay, hold on.
Here's
Antifa. What is that? Because I saw that one of the guys, Hareem or somebody, was saying, "Oh, F Antifa, blah blah blah, whatever." I don't even know what that is.
So Antifa is anti-fascist. That's what they call themselves, is anti-fascist, and I believe they're like a communist group. I'm not exactly sure, which doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, they basically, they're the ones that cause all the riots. They're the ones that get violent. They're the ones that kind of encourage the violence. So
if that's coming, you know, I'm not going to encourage you to carry a gun, because I don't even think you can in California.
Yeah,
but,
no,
I mean, like
I'd have to be licensed, and I'd have to have a reason
and I
to carry
would advocate that. You know, I carry with me, you know, and I don't live in LA, but you just never know. It can happen anywhere. But I would highly suggest, you know, put that flag that you got on you on a pole, on a nice thick stick, and carry it. And that way, if they do come at you, you've got every right. I don't care what the law says. You've got every right to defend yourself.
Yes, exactly.
You know, you are covered by the First Amendment right now by walking down the street and saying, hey, Trump rules. And when they come at you and they invade your bubble and they go to do physical harm to you, all you did was wave the American flag, and it just happened to crack them upside the head, and they got out of your face. You know, don't always defend yourself. I mean, that's the God-given right. That's not a privilege. That's a right.
Definitely. I mean, I have everything I can think of, you know, to defend myself. I have a stun gun. I have, you know, pepper spray, and I'm actually thinking about even bringing a shield just in case. And
what do you mean?
You know, maybe even a freaking like a shield to shield myself from being hit by anything, because they throw stuff that are like rocks, bricks. I was watching Antifa videos. It was depressing me.
Isn't that the same group that went to Berkeley?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So you know what they're capable of.
Look up Antifa Berkeley videos, and I know exactly what I'm up against, and it's, you know, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, you guys need to meet you know, maybe have like a little pre-meet, you know, and just go
Yeah.
over a few things with some folks, you know, just say, hey, you know, everybody's got to watch everybody's back, stay in a clique, make sure nobody gets separated. Cause yeah, they don't care male or female. They're there. They're getting paid to do physical harm and to do physical damage. And that's just bullcrap. That's not what the First Amendment is. That's true communism. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you got to squash that crap.
Yeah, we do. And I mean,
y'all need a lot more rednecks out there in California.
Trust me, we actually have a pretty good group of people who, you know, totally support the Second Amendment. It's just California doesn't. And, you know, because we are law-abiding citizens, we do abide by California law, you know.
Absolutely.
And we don't
that's a smart move.
Yeah, we don't want to be hypocrites, you know. I mean, we can't call them, you know, criminals for being illegal or whatever, and then we're carrying a gun without a, you know, permit. Yeah. Or not a permit. Yeah, I think that's or a license or whatever it is. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm thinking about it a lot, and that's also another reason why I was telling you I was thinking about moving so that I can actually carry, not have to worry about it. So.
Moving where?
I was thinking about North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know anybody out there?
No.
Golly. Okay, when I lived in Denver, Colorado, and it was a hub for Continental Airlines, and I worked at Grand Tree Furniture, which I worked on the retail side, but they got rental. I cannot tell you the amount of single gals, usually aged, you know, I don't know, 23 to 27, 28, whatever, that are girls are more independent than guys are to go and move somewhere where they don't know anybody.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's like a hard decision. I've lived here all my life pretty much. But I've also lived in other states too. It's just California is pretty much the only state I've stayed the longest in. And I mean, I don't know. I just need something new going on. And I'm kind of sick and tired of these liberals over here. They're just really, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. You know, I just have that urge to kind of just get out and do something different. So.
Well, that North Carolina is really different. I'm talking like NASCAR redneck. That's
okay. I can hang out with those kind of peeps, you know.
Wow.
Hey, you're on a show with one NASCAR redneck. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This is training.
Right.
You got your training wheels on right now, dealing with one.
Yeah.
All right. So I actually, I was able to reload my, I can't talk, broadcaster program. And I spent, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours getting all my articles, everything set up, music set to each thing. And I loaded this whole thing beautiful tonight.
Nice.
I said earlier that I wasn't going to, but I did.
Okay.
And so I just reopened it after, and it opened up like an old program from like 5 years ago. So I'm just gonna slide shit in. Sorry, I'm gonna slide stuff in here.
All right.
And we'll just talk about it. We'll just hit it.
Sounds good.
So the first one, breaking news. Oh wait, I don't want to go there.
Here we go.
Here we go. Headlines. The most important thing. Tommy Loren was suspended. Right? Okay. So I had these all loaded. So let me try to find. I did Tommy.
What I read on that, that's not. I read from the one I read said it cannot be confirmed, but I would not be surprised, dude. She let a lot of people down. Now she is entitled to her own opinion.
That she what? That
absolutely.
You mean it's not confirmed that she was suspended? Oh yeah.
That's what I read on mine. That it's not confirmed 100%, but there's a good chance.
No, I'm gonna show you a couple of tweets that it'll be confirmed when we're done with the episode. And then I want to know your guys' opinion on this, because I think I already know Bill's opinion because of who he hangs out with on Facebook. But hold on for a second. So
you didn't see my ladies talking, didn't you?
Shit. Yes. And so anyway, and you're such a follower that I'm sure that you
man,
just go with
what they agree with a lot of they say. No, I think you know better than that, brother.
All right. says the fallout for Lauren, who has her own show on The Blaze, began when she said she was pro-choice on The View. I am a constitutional, someone that loves the Constitution. I'm someone that's for limited government. So I can sit here I can't sit here, be a hypocrite and say I'm for limited government, but I think the government should decide what women do with their bodies. I can sit here and say that as a Republican, and I can say, you know what? I'm for limited government, so stay out of my guns, and you can stay out of my body as well. So Glenn Beck, her boss, the founder of The Blaze, went on to say this. He starts out with a tweet. Imagine that, a tweet. Rule, another label out. I'm not a constitutional. I believe life, liberty, and property, just an old-fashioned constitutionalist. So now he's making fun of his employee. Bag you are. Sorry, I'm not a Glenn Beck fan, but anyways.
Yeah, neither am I.
I used to be. Okay, so Lauren tried to defend herself over the weekend, tweeting that she would not apologize for, quote, being an independent thinker. She says, I have moderate, conservative, and libertarian views. I'm human. I will never apologize to anyone for being an independent thinker. So Glenn decides, where is it? Did I lose it? Oh, here we go. Glenn decides to make fun of her again, his own employee. Wait, libertarian views? Help me out on Trump care, stimulus, and executive orders. Trump is anything but libertarian. And then he called her intellectually dishonest by saying hashtag intellectual honesty. He's calling her intellectually dishonest.
Yeah.
So, Bill, before we do anything, give us your take, and then Jessica and I will go ahead and talk common sense. But go ahead.
Oh, really? No, dude, she's entitled to her own opinion. Now, however, I think she's been drinking out of the Megyn Kelly Kool-Aid here lately when she came out and did that. No, I agreed with a lot of her stuff, and she's got the right to her opinion. But one big thing to call yourself a conservative is you do not condone abortion, period.
Yep.
That's a big thing. It'd be a little different if she's like, okay, I disagree on how we're going to fund building the wall. That could be one little thing that people could be like, okay, yeah, we can disagree on that. But to come out and say, no, she's for pro-choice, I mean, that's just,
Bill, can I suggest, can I just throw this out there? Being pro-life might be more of a Christian view and less of a conservative.
Maybe I was misworded it. Then.
I don't know.
No, she says she's for abortion. Is basically what it came out with, and I'm not, dude. I don't call myself a Republican, Democrat, none of that stuff. I'm a Christian conservative. Or a constitutional Christian conservative.
Can you be a conservative and not be a Christian?
Absolutely. But a lot of the values that you're gonna struggle with.
So you can be a conservative and
without being a Christian. Yeah, you can lean towards more conservative. Yeah.
So therefore, she can hold all kinds of conservative views, but not be a Christian and decide, you know what, I'm cool with abortion.
I just, that's one thing I'm going to put my foot down on, and I don't care who you are.
Whoa, you don't care that I'm saying it? Whoa, no, let's get on.
I don't care who says what. If you are for abortion, I'm going to butt heads with you. Every time.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it. I mean, that's something I strongly believe against.
Yes.
I just don't.
Jess, what do you think about all this?
Well, I think that Lauren is probably guilty of abortion herself, and she doesn't want to credit for having an abortion and then supporting conservative, values and morals and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think, and if she hasn't, I mean, I'm not trying to pass judgment or anything like that. If she hasn't had an abortion or anything, I don't know how she can support it. I mean, being a conservative, I mean, to me, I look at, conservatism or whatever, as conserving a lot of different things, and that's including life and protecting our freedoms and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I think with the Tommy Lauren thing, I think she doesn't want to be found as a hypocrite. She's had one. And then going back to the, Christian, or can you be a conservative and not a Christian? I mean, I think it's definitely, yes, you can have those morals and those values and stuff like that, because it was probably instilled in, a lot of people. And even though they don't believe in God, doesn't necessarily mean that they don't hold those morals. And who knows, maybe they actually might find God because they have those morals. I don't know. But it does, I would think it would become very difficult to, I don't know, go on living as a conservative and a non-Christian.
So I'll submit that, let's suggest that there are a lot of conservatives. I don't know what a lot means, but I'm going to use the word a lot.
Okay.
Who are fiscal conservatives and say, you know what? Have your abortion if you want. That's between you and God, but I don't want to pay for it. So therefore, I can't force you, because I'm not for big government. I'm not for intruding in your life.
Right.
If you want to go to hell and you want to kill babies and you want to do all that, if that's how you as a conservative view that, and I do, but a lot of conservatives also say, you know what, I cannot in good conscience tell you to stay out of our lives, but yet say that you can't go have an abortion, your body, whatever. I just don't want to pay for it. So possibly, and she had the word "and" in there. I have conservative views, and I have libertarian views. Now, I think that what some of Bill's girlfriends were upset about.
Girlfriends,
yeah, I was waiting for you to hit that. Was the fact that they feel that Tommy Loren called them hypocrites, because she said, how can I be a conservative and tell you to stay away from my guns, but I get a right to your body? So she says, I can't sit here and be a hypocrite. I have to say, stay away from both. Stay away from my guns and my body. That was her position.
I would disagree with that. Only because, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I don't know. It's not that the government would be having control over a woman's body. It's more like they're protecting another body from being killed, just like regular murder is against the law, I mean, abortion's murder. And I think the liberals try to twist it around to make it seem like, well, it's my body, I shouldn't have to have a kid if I don't want one. Well,
but what about if you have it when, I mean, let's just say that you're pregnant for 6 or 7, 8 months, 9, 8.5, 9 months, and it's still just kind of an amoeba blob in there. It's not really a real thing. So you could still have it then.
That's bullshit.
Right. I know, I'm teasing. But
I know.
They started out, we've talked about this before, like the boiling the frog thing, where you start out where we just want them safe, legal, and rare.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, well, we can have it up to 3 months. Well, now we can have it up to 5, and now it's up to the day it's born. As long as you can't see its face, it's okay.
Yeah.
This
is just opening door for murdering your own kids eventually. I mean, I don't see that ever happening anytime soon, but who knows? I mean, we're just getting more and more vulgar as time goes on, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, less sensitive and less caring, and less away from the word of God. I mean, that's one of the big things. Thou shalt not commit murder. And that is murder. That is killing an innocent, cannot defend itself. That baby's not coming at you to kill you. You know, it's not coming at you to kill your family.
Exactly.
You know, that is actually part of your family. I mean, that's kind of Cain and Abel right there. He killed a family. He killed his brother. I mean, you're doing worse than that. You are the parent. You're the one who, you know, and I believe, honestly, when conception happens, God's the one that puts that soul into you.
Yes.
You know, he picked you specifically for that person, this purpose. Here you are. And who are we? I don't know. Well, man, it's just so frustrating. You know, like I say, I will fight tooth and nail anybody that convinced me otherwise.
Yeah.
You know.
But either.
I think it should be completely illegal, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, murdering people for any reason, it doesn't matter, is completely illegal, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a person. Once conception happens, that's a person.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if it doesn't have eyes yet, it doesn't have a nose or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, there are people born without a face. There's people born without body parts.
Are they
less of a person?
Did you guys see the thing that I posted the other day about when the egg and the are we allowed to say this on the air, sperm?
I think you can.
Can we? Okay, so when
I'm
the
pretty sure that you said things a lot worse. Then I have to worry about that one getting censored.
When the egg and the sperm meet, there's a spark.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing I posted?
Yeah.
Everybody go to my Facebook page and read.
I might have. I don't know.
It was a cool article. It was a cool article.
Really?
One of the universities did some sort of study, and they found that there's a spark that happens at the moment. That like an actual spark, like a real light, a spark. Yeah, it's a cool article. It's on my page. So next thing that comes up today with the hearings, Comey, this guy hates Trump.
No, he does. You can tell.
He hates Trump. So Comey tells Congress that, oh, wait, why aren't I doing this? There. Comey tells Congress, I want you to know that I was authorized by the state, by the Sessions, what's his department?
Attorney General.
Thank you. By his department to come up here and say that Trump is under investigation, his administration's under investigation for potential, you know, blah, blah, blah. Did you hear that today?
No, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I've been offline.
I watched it and I'll be honest, I watched about an hour of that crap this morning. And
he said,
I was so bored.
He said, I want you to know. So I know it was almost like a boring ping pong match watching.
And you could tell they were trying to set Trump up. I mean, that just tells you right now that everybody is going against this guy. Still, they're still going against him. Even the ones that are supposed to be on his side are.
So he comes out though and says specifically, I was authorized to come here today and say that there's an investigation going on into the Trump people and the campaign regarding Russia. But what about Hillary Clinton's campaign? Are you not authorized to do investigation against them? Because word is that when this was going on and Podesta's emails came out and they said, hey, we're hacked, that the FBI came to the Clinton campaign and said, we'd like to investigate this. And they go, whoa, no, we don't need it investigated. We got it handled. And they wouldn't let him in.
They want a freaking war with Russia so freaking bad. I don't understand what's going on. What is trying to get covered up that we have to go to war with Russia?
Right. One of the senators today, or Congress people, wherever was in there, I think it was Congress, said the words, it might have been Trey Gowdy or one of them said, look, if somebody came to you and said, hey, we've got information that they were working with the Hillary Clinton campaign. Would you then include them in the investigation? Would that interest you? And Comey kind of like blew it off, and he goes, well, yeah, sure, that would, yeah, we would include that and be interested. But it's like he could give two shits about it.
He's already kissed Hillary's butt how many times? How many times that guy saved her? Why is he still there?
Right.
Yeah.
But
you know, who appoints him? Did the FBI appoint their own people? How did he get into that position? Like, who put him there? Because I know we don't vote on that.
Yeah.
No, it's 10-year. It's a 10-year
contract
deal, and he has 6 years left.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, but he can be fired at any time. He serves at the pleasure of the president. But to Bill, to your point, when everyone's against him, Rush Limbaugh came out today and said this.
Mm-hmm. That's what it seems like. You know, they want their business as usual.
Even Jeff Sessions and all these guys.
Yeah, they still want their lobbies. They still want their money in their pocket. They still want their power, their control. You know, they still want to be the people in charge. And I'm pretty sure the people that voted Trump done said, we're tired of this crap. End it. You know, that.
Yeah, they didn't think he would actually go in and actually do what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
And now that they're in there, like, whoa, 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 hold up. You know,
maybe that's why they're pushing for that war with Russia so much, is to distract the American people, to try to get us in a war, because they know that they put us, you know, I don't want to say revolution, but that's what they're pushing for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Just really quick, and we won't even cover this at all, but just for 2 seconds, posted this last week when it first came out, but under the budget, and they're talking about Trump's plan is to eliminate Meals on Wheels.
Mm.
Only 3%. Meals on Wheels report that 3% of its funding comes from the government grants. That's it. 3%. And that is block grants that goes to the states. And then the state decides what it's going to go to. So they still have, there's 84% comes from corporate and foundation grants and individual contributions. They are not cutting out Meals on Wheels. No,
they're just saying that.
Yeah.
You know, he's trimming the fat, you know.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, you know. It can survive on its own, obviously. Right there, you said 3%.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to have to figure out how to manage their money just a little better, but 3% is not that bad.
Well, I think what it is that he's cutting money from states, right? And then the states are deciding what part they're going to cut out from their list of priorities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the state doing it, not Trump.
Right. And look at all the stuff that Governor Moonbeam in your state is wanting to sign into law. It's unbelievable. He's allowing the infrastructure there to absolutely crumble all around Californians, while he's trying to pay for everything that you can for illegals.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Are you guys serious? The guy's name is Moonbeam?
Governor Jerry.
Pretty much. Or
I'm sorry. I did not know that. Is that like a Frank Zappa kid or what?
Oh, yeah.
Jerry Brown.
Governor Jerry Brown.
Okay.
Call him Governor Moonbeam.
Okay. Yeah, because I
out more, Bill.
I don't need two people named Moonbeam. I don't need to know anybody named that. No, what will they contribute to my life besides me giggling at their name every time they say it?
Jessica, if we had done a show, boy, I'm a real good talker. If we had did a show, if we'd done a show Monday night, Jessica was fit to be tied and wanted to have a rant on this one. So now
on Thursday.
Yeah, we're probably calmed down a little bit. But the Hawaii judge who blocked the travel ban, and there was a big article on it. Who is Derek Watson? Coincidence. Obama makes a surprise visit to Hawaii 48 hours before the judge blocks the travel ban. Sounds kind of like Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Yep. Definitely.
Yep.
So do you still got any vim and vigor over this one, Jess?
No, actually, I got it out that day. I went to. We had a counter protest over in LA at one of the federal buildings for. I think it was for. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a federal building. There was supposed to be a protest there, which there was. And we just totally. This was like, I think it was planned like a day before or something. And yeah, we went there, and I mean, I had made signs. I like went around my house because it was so not planned. I just had to find poster boards, and I out there, and I just went on my megaphone and gave it to them, and they ended up retreating, the protesters that were there before we were. So
I watched that one. You guys were pretty happy. You're like, they left.
Yeah.
Why did they leave? Why did they leave?
Yeah, why did they leave? They gave up like halfway through the chants and stuff like that. You can tell that they gave up. And then they were like looking at each other like, what should we do? Should we go home? And they're like, yeah, you tell that they were getting ready to go home. And I just couldn't believe it. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And there were still a lot more of them than us.
Yeah, I actually watched that live feed when you were doing it when I was working here in my shop. And I was giggling with you guys because your guys' expressions were almost as good as theirs when they left. You were like, where did they go? They left.
You're like, bye.
Yeah, and you guys were like, this has never happened. What do we do now? I don't know what to do.
Let's go take their territory that they had.
Yeah.
They all lined up right outside the building. And I mean, they knew that they had nothing to worry about with us. They were just smiling like they thought it was the funniest thing too. You're like, what the heck? So it was a good time.
That's funny. Okay, I don't care about that. I'm looking at all kinds of stuff on my other screen that I was going to load. How about this? Okay, I did not know at first who this was.
Mm-hmm.
The blonde. All I saw, somebody posted just a picture of the blonde. That was it. And some guy goes, I know this is a kid-friendly show, but the guy on Facebook goes, would you tap that? Come on, would you? Right. Well, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, so what are you trying to say? Is that like, was that really a dude? I mean, because it's not unattractive.
Like, I know there's a catch.
Right. I'm like, it's not totally unattractive, really, you know? And so then all of a sudden, I looked it up. I like, you can take a picture on internet, right click on it, hit search image, and boom, there it was. And I'm like, ooh, that's who that is. Whoa. No, I could not. No, now I could not even with the lights off. No. No.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, they say coyote ugly, where that came from.
You
wake up in the
morning, off to get out of there.
Off to leave rather than waking them up. Dude, I think that would be suicide. It'd be like, oh shit, I'm just going to kill myself. Forget about it.
Right.
Oh. Anyways, all right. Sorry, that was very sophomoric of me. Okay.
If you want to touch on NBC thing, MSNBC, real quick, just real quick. You know, they were going after Trump's tax returns. How about you know, they went after Trump's tax returns?
Yeah.
How about freaking Al Sharpton? Doesn't he have his own show on that network?
Oh,
have they checked that guy's tax returns? Because I'm pretty sure he's like $5 million behind in taxes, and that was like a couple of years ago. So who knows how far that guy is now? It's something to look into.
Somebody posted a story about that on Dawg2Dawg page. I don't know who it was.
Maybe that's what got me thinking about that.
I posted that. Thank you, Bill. I'm just kidding. I just got to give myself, you know, a little pat on the back. Otherwise, I'll never get it from you. Just kidding. We tease each other a lot.
I know.
So, I'm sorry. This is one that can never be unseen again once you see it.
Meanwhile, in Portland. Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody put that. I posted on Facebook, and somebody was like, "Dude, Why did you do that? You can never unsee that again.
Yeah, I can see that they have Mike Pence in the background.
Right. John McCain, the big dope.
Yeah.
Oh, come on here. He said that Rand Paul is now working for Vladimir Putin.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh
kid?
my goodness.
Did you see that, Bill?
No, I didn't. But you got to be you got to be kidding me.
No. Watch. Here we go.
I'll play the clip here in just a moment. The senile senator from Arizona, John McCain, John Insane, is literally accusing Rand Paul of being a secret Russian agent and working for Vladimir Putin. Yes, you heard that correct. It's not just lunatic liberals who see Russians around every corner. It's old rhino insiders as well.
Wow.
If there is objection, and I note the senator from Kentucky on the floor, I will say before I read this, if there's objection, you are achieving the objectives of Vladimir Putin.
Wait a minute. What are you trying to say here, Senator McCain? Please clarify what you mean.
So I repeat again, the senator from Kentucky is now working for Vladimir Putin.
I'm sorry. It's time for you to retire. Actually, the 1980s called, and they said it was time for you to retire. This crazy old man is so senile. Take a look at him back in 2008 when he was running for president. When he announced his VP pick, Sarah Palin, he had to read her name off of a card because he couldn't even remember it.
Wow.
Washington politics of me first and country second. My friends, fellow Americans, I am very pleased, very privileged to introduce to you the next Vice President of the United States. Governor Sarah Palin of the great state of Alaska.
You have to read it.
Read it off of his card. Did you see that? Oh, I'd like to announce the next Vice President of the United States. What's her name again? Sarah Palin. What does she do again? The Governor of Alaska. Yes. I think Rand Paul's response to being called a Russian agent pretty much says it all.
Well, I think he makes a really, really strong case, for term limits. I think maybe he's past his prime. I think maybe he's gotten a little bit unhinged. I do think that.
That's putting it nicely. Anyway, thanks for the laughs, John McCain. I'm Mark Dice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new and check back here.
Anyway, thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love Mark Dice. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I can't tell you what I named this because it's not politically correct, but I call this retarded. Said that. I get in so much trouble from people when I say that word, and I'm like, okay.
I say it all the time. I'm anti-PC, so
yeah,
it's all good.
So Trump can make it happen. This is where I get upset. This is just one thing I got to get off my chest again about fake headlines. Mm-hmm. This headline from this thing called USADailyTime.com, supposedly a conservative thing.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking: President Trump just told Paul Ryan, "You're fired." This came on. This was like a week ago or whatever. I'm like,
you're like, yes.
Why do people do this? I mean, seriously, why do they?
My mom actually came across that same one, and she like almost flipped out. She was so excited, and she was like, oh my god, Trump fired, Paul Ryan. And I was like, what? And then she clicked on it, and she goes, oh damn it, clickbait.
Right. But that's where I start to get upset about things like you're talking about Pizzagate, right?
Yeah.
But people look and they're going, oh, Hillary Clinton's into child porn and they're ordering pizzas and I want a Hawaiian with a couple of pineapples on it and some olives. Give me some black olives. So I got 2 little black girls come out and a Hawaiian kid. I'm like, and Hillary Clinton's involved. So you look at this stuff and go, that's all fake news. And then nobody really takes it seriously that way. Yeah. Podesta's emails were hacked. They did not want the FBI to look into them. Why? Well, because there might be some serious shit going on in there, but nobody will pay attention because we're pulling crap like this. Boy,
Yep.
cried wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I get upset at that stuff.
Yeah,
right.
I try not to get excited.
Before we go, because we're on for 1 hour, we're going to go a couple minutes late. I want to finish on a positive note. Do you guys mind if we do that?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Positive. Bill, are you okay if we finish on something positive? Okay. All right.
I'm all there.
I don't want to offend anybody. Just kidding. This has
I like going to bed angry.
This has nothing to do with our show, politics, anything. But I just wanted to play it because it's worth the watch, because this is where the rubber meets the road in life. Probably already seen it, but we're going to watch it.
Tremble. You're gonna eat me alive. If I stumble, you're gonna eat me alive. Can
do more for Mom.
Heart beating like a hammer, beating like a hammer, beating like a hammer, beating like a hammer.
I just wanted to play that because our show needs to be about more than just politics, because life is more than just politics.
Amen. Dude, that's good stuff right there, brother.
That's where the rubber meets the road. That's where it really matters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So.
It proves there's still good out there.
Yes.
You know, even as ugly as everything is and everything, you know, we bring the light. Bring that stuff to light too. That, you know what, no matter how hopeless you think it is, there's still good out there in the world.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. That's our show. Oh, look at that. 8 o'clock straight up. We did exactly 1 hour.
Awesome.
And
turn out the lights.
The party's over.
They say that all
good things must end. So tonight, we're going to end this shit. Just kidding. I swear again. Same old crap again. Hey, anybody who tuned in, all of you, our tens and tens of fans, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
See y'all soon.
Bye-bye.